So before we go on to talk about other subjects that I wanted to cover today, I wanted to talk about the Bishop Mary video that I covered yesterday. That a lot of you guys had concerns that the video doesn't sound like my tone on this channel. Been on doctrine, yes, but the video itself did not have the tone of the channel, and I completely agree with you. Saying, Ricky, that video is it's just not thingy. And so you're completely right. I should just not have made the video in general. I got the notification on Instagram from one of you guys, so thank you very much. I highly appreciate notifying me on this particular stories or on things that happen around the world. And so, and I normally keep video ideas like in my phone. For those that might be new on the channel, my video ideas mostly revolve around subjects or areas of interest. I did that video. I had written down the notes for the Bishop Mary video during the time when I made the Catholic Church pulpit video. That's around the time when I did that. But then Revealing Truth's video kind of like really made the video more stronger. And so I added that particular subject matter of how Revealing Truth broke down the stories, the video. Kind of like those particular points about having to present ourselves through the saints and so forth. And so I thought it fit. Y'all know I don't like repeating topics unless I have something new to present. I see every single one of my videos almost like a tool of equipping another person. And so when you come across people that believe that, you know what to say. And so that's how I was kind of thinking of that video. Maybe might be my only interaction with the person that might follow that particular subject and think, which is now I should just not have made that video. It's just not thingy. So mostly for those that are new on this channel that don't follow this channel, they just saw that video. I normally have subjects like that. So these are all different ideas that I have not made videos about. And the theme of the ideas, you can see it's a whole list after list. And then you'll have some like this. And it will have the notes around it. It will have the video idea, where I got the video, where it's stored at. If the links is down here, the links will be added down at the bottom and stuff like that. And so I thought, I already have that subject. I've never made a video on Bishop Mary before on this channel. And so I thought, let me talk about it from a theme line or a tone of a person who there's a tragedy, but then it's just a moment where you can present whatever the gospel of that side looks like. Preachers mostly do that when they go to funerals. You'll hear them talk about, this is death, and then we are still alive. We still have the choice to make a choice towards God. And so preachers mostly, I was going for that tone. But I was already clear. If you listen to the video, I'm very clear that the wounds that he got were not thingy. So I didn't think too much of it. Just completely went off the rockers. I should just not have made the video. It could have. It's not a subject of I could have made the video better, or I could have sounded. I should just not have talked about it as a whole, like completely. It's not like I could have presented it. No. The video should not have been there. Now I didn't want to go on the line of talking about it in the line of Islam, being that's where people are saying the young man who did this comes from. I've talked about that in my testimony of conversion. What converted me and convinced me that Christianity was right when I was over there in Islam. And so, and also looking at that, we had just not long ago covered the subject of Bishop Mary, of the Orthodox Church. If you guys remember that, just about 4 weeks ago, there was a situation in Pretoria, for those that might not be aware, where a church, there was stabbed of about 3 people who died, who were killed. Now, this was in the church. So these were church people fighting. It wasn't like people outside the church. And so on that video, I spoke about church politics and not allowing church politics get to you to a point where now you're completely far off because you don't know what the doctrine looks like. So on this video, I was going on that tone, but for preachers to say presentation. Can we watch our presentation to be honorable towards the gospel? And so, yeah, it should just not have made the video. It's not like I could have made the video any better. So my bad. That video should just not have been. I should just not have made the video. I just took the subject of what I already had and just made the presentation. And so, being in that, I don't like repeating subjects. I would rather have something substantial to say. And so I thought, let's just talk about presentation. Can we faithfully say the saints are the ones who are going to present us? Since we can't approach God, So it was kind of like on the preacher at a funeral service type of a thing. No, that sounds bad. But the position, I'm talking about the position. When a preacher makes a presentation, having a circumstance that's very serious, like someone has just died, and then the preacher takes that to say, this is the gospel. We all make this decision to say we're going to follow God or we're going to just not believe. And so that was kind of like, I thought, oh yeah, let me take that route of, here is a situation which questions life, right? Someone could have died. So here's a situation which questions life. But then what's our approach towards God in what he said? Being it that's the last message that they will have to answer for. Their workplace, they will answer for that tomorrow. When they get back to work, they will be questioned on whether they presented the report perfectly or rightly, or whether they are presenting themselves at work with the best of performance, or they are undermining other workers there and stuff like that. But the message of salvation, or the message of the church, presents people for eternity. So I was thinking on that line of saying, are we responsible towards that? Are we doing it justice there? So I should just not have made that video. I should just kind of like just skip over it. I'm not saying here, I could have done better. Nope. I should just not have made that video as a whole. And so my apologies. That came off of a bad tone and stuff. I just wanted to kind of cover that before we actually go on to talking about other things, because I did see that a large majority of you were very concerned. And so, yeah, we call each other out, we keep each other accountable. Yeah, that video, if I just say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry about how I sounded, it means I'm not aware that I should just not have made the subject as a whole. So by saying the video should have just not been made, that topic was just not, there's no better presentation for that topic. And so, my bad. I just wanted to address that before we go anywhere else.